Hey guys, and welcome to Performance Cars. So I have a bit of news for you guys today. I have just bought a new car. You can just about see it over my shoulder there. I went down to Bristol with my good friend Tom to pick this up last week. The weather has been, well, it's not so good, so I couldn't film anything for you guys. But yeah, here it is. It's a Honda S2000. I'm going to take you guys around it, and then after we'll see how it does. So this is a pre-facelift S2000. We have standard HIDs, but this is a facelift front bumper. It has been smoothed down so we don't have the washer jets that you normally go about here, and there's no badge at the front. So moving on down to the side, we have 17-inch Enkai RPF01s. The front tyres are Toyo T1 Sports. They are 225 45/17s. If I move to the rear, same tyres but 245 45/17s. We also have standard pads, slotted discs with dimples. A backyard special spoiler. And a JDM rear bumper. The only difference here I think is because the UK one has a fog light there, but this one does not. A standard S2000 has dual exhaust. This one has been swapped out for a spoon N1. So over here there's nothing, and that's underneath the car. So it's pretty clean for such an old car. I'm quite happy about it at the moment. We also have these side bits here, also one down the side skirts, and that finishes off the car. Hardtop has also been installed, so this is removable as well, and you get the soft top underneath. But yeah, I'll move on inside. So it has a leather finish to the whole car. We have the window switches and mirrors along there. It's the steering wheel, the center console, 6-speed manual gearbox, hazard switch, and the roof controls. This is a cubby hole, place your drink in there. The front washer jets, this has been removed as I showed you earlier. Rear demister, armrest, 12-volt socket. In here we have some storage. That's the boot release there. And if you open this part, you get more up there. To release the fuel cap, that is hidden down here. If I can show you guys, just here. You just pull this out. That's it. And the front console, we have the engine start button, the volume controls. This controls the whole radio, so you can change your channel, mute it, volume buttons. We have some aluminium sports pedals, as well as the 2-piece JDM mats. So we have the front rev meter, red lines at 9,000 RPM. These are to control how dim or bright you want the dash. And here, the UK ones, you can change this from miles per hour to kilometers, but this one is a JDM, so it only shows in kilometers, and that's obviously your trip mode. Over to the left, we have the aircon controls, fan speeds. That's the radio there, so you can just close this. It has a nice sleek look to it, hidden away. It's a DVD screen. And down to the passenger, well, it's similar to the driver's side, but we also have a netting down there and also a flare holder. So to remove the hardtop, you have, similar to the MRS that we did a review on earlier, you have one on the passenger side and one on the driver's side. The rear demister plug is down here, so you just have to disconnect that and you literally lift the roof off. So this has Honda's F20C engine. A UK one is rated at 237 brake horsepower and 153 foot-pounds of torque. They say the JDM one has slightly more at 247 brake horsepower and 161 foot-pounds of torque, but I can't verify this, so we'll just say it's 237 brake horsepower. Modification wise, we have a Tegawa radiator, an AEM V2 induction kit, which ends up down there somewhere. That's the sticker that comes with the induction kit. We have an exhaust manifold. That's a HAMP filter down there. Easily accessible for oil changes. But apart from the exhaust manifold, this also has a B-pipe and a spoon end one, as we saw earlier, and a Spoon Sports shock brace. So this is the rear storage. It has been completely gutted, all the trims removed, so you can see that's the fuel neckline and a rear shock brace, that's standard. A spare wheel normally goes here, but it's not there anymore. And this is the suspension, so I can do my settings there. Damper control, so I just twist that. So we are finally in the S2000, guys, and I can tell you I didn't expect this car to be this spacious when I first got into it. I expected it to be a bit more like the MR2 that we reviewed a bit earlier, but yeah, there's plenty of leg room for me. I've still got a bit more space behind me to move my seat back if I was a bit taller, but any taller than that, unfortunately you won't be able to move your seat back more and your legs will be almost at 90 degrees. But anyways, we are on the motorway at the moment doing about 96 kilometers, which works out to be just under 60 miles per hour, I think. And the spoon end one is not too loud. It's about 3,500 revs, and yeah, it's not too bad. I can still hear myself. Not as loud as the K20 DC2 anyways. So I did mention to you guys that this has the Buddy Club N Plus coilovers. The damper setting at the moment is set to medium, so it's not too hard, and it's taking the roads quite nicely. It's not too harsh, it's not too crashy either. I was going through the gears earlier and they are nice. I mean, it was slick, I had no problems at all. We've got a bit of space in front of us. We'll drop it fifth, fourth, third, V10, all the way 8, 8.5, 9, shift to 4. Wow, the revs just keep climbing and they are quite long. I'm thoroughly enjoying this car already, even though I've owned it for about a week or so. It does get quite noisy in here, the cabin noise that is. I mean, we have a lot of wind noise coming in. I can notice this, especially from this part of the window and towards the back as well. We're doing about 70 miles per hour now, so you definitely can hear wind coming through. The road noise is not so bad, the exhaust is louder than that, so you can kind of ignore that. And yeah, the interior itself is quite nice. Everything's plain, simple, is all the controls are directed to the driver anyway, so everything is facing towards me, except for the DVD player, which is more centered or towards the passenger side. The window itself is quite angled, similar to the BMW Z4. The bonnet is longer as well, like the Z4, and the boot is shorter, so I'm quite used to it now. But if you were to jump straight in from a normal 4-door saloon, jump straight into this, when I was reversing earlier, it was quite hard to judge how much space I had left. We have the indicators on the right hand side because this is the JDM model, as opposed to the left hand side, which I've seen in other S2000s. So the leather seats in the S2000 do offer some support on your sides, but being leather, and as I was cornering quite hard earlier, I was slipping out of it. These are very slippery. I'm not too sure if because they've been waxed or something like that, but I move about a lot in them. So that was quite a weird feeling. I do feel like I need like bucket seats or something like that, but for now, yeah, I just have to brace myself when I'm going around corners. Just have a bit of space here in second gear. V10. God, I love these V10 motors. Anyways, so a few bad points about this car. First of all, if you are any taller than me, as I mentioned earlier, you won't fit in this car comfortably. Yeah, there's not much space for tall guys in here. The steering wheel itself is not reach or height adjustable, as with many modern cars of today. Okay, we've got a cup holder, which is great, but as soon as the lid pops up and you're shifting gears or even resting your arm along there, it's kind of prodding you. And then the two buttons behind it, remember those headlight washer and the red mister? Well, if you're shifting first, third or fifth, you can accidentally press it quite easily. So those buttons get pressed quite often. So we're going to go hard on the brakes in a second, just to see how they feel. Do about now. Okay, they do have a really good initial bite, but I can see them. I think I need to upgrade them because yeah, I'll be looking to take this on track soon as well. ABS has also been disconnected, so the first time I stepped on the brakes like really hard, they did kind of lock up. So yeah, I just have to be careful about that. But apart from that, they're okay for street use. The steering itself, the electric power steering is quite light. We do have a bit of a blind spot with the hard top, but not to worry. So yeah, as I was saying, the steering wheel is quite light. Not much movement has to be made to turn the car. We were down some B roads the other day, and I was giving it a good blast. And yeah, the steering wheel feels fine. The car felt planted. A lot of people do say the earlier models of the S2000 were quite tail happy. Hopefully this one has been sorted out with the body club suspension and the wider tyres. So I'm looking forward to trying this on track. A bit of a chance to check out the handling. We are in 4th gear. It's coming up to turning, and we go hard on the brakes. 3rd gear, 2nd gear, turn in, on the power. Back steps out a little bit. So yeah, as with any rear-wheel drive cars, we don't have traction control in here. I forgot to mention that to you guys, sorry about that. Stepped on a bit too early on the exit of that corner, and the back was stepping out. You could see, I don't know if you saw the car twitch, but just off the throttle and then back on it gradually, and it will sort itself out. So if you want to drive an S2000 and you want to go quickly in it, do be careful guys. It is very tail happy. Well, it can be very tail happy anyways. So I've always wondered why they call this S2000. I figured that the 2000 part could be to do with the 2-litre engine, so that's 2000cc. S could stand for their sports roadster models, so that coincides with the S600, S800. They had 800cc engines or the 600cc engines for the S600. So I kind of figured that bit out. So I think Honda did a great job just to build a car to commemorate their 50th anniversary. And this engine itself, well, it was built just for the S2000. 9,000 RPM, 2-litre motor, 240 brake horsepower or so, and is very reliable. So a standard Honda S2000 weighs in at 1,274. We have this one in at 1,091. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really excited to finally own an S2000 with a few mods that makes it more exciting. But yeah, this has kind of replaced the Accord Type R that we had. We still have it. It's not something that we're looking to get rid of soon, because for long journeys we do need the storage space of the Accord rather than the S2000, and this one on a long journey with such a loud exhaust can get quite unbearable. But yeah, we'll be popping along to events and meets with this one from now on. So if you see us, come by, say hello. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Stay safe, drive safely, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, and welcome to Performance Cars. So today I am at Rockingham Motor Speedway for the MIMS Honda Day. So MIMS Honda Day started off in 2009 at the South MIMS services on the M25, and every year since then it has been getting bigger and bigger until 2012, when the car park spaces, well, it overflowed even in the coach and lorry area. So since then the organisers, they have had to find a new location, and well, we're at Rockingham today, and the space is, well, we have lots more space. So this is the show and shine area. You get all the nice cars all waxed up, really pretty. And behind us we have the normal car park. So if I drive down here, you can see all the other cars parked down there. So there are track sessions going on as well. I've just booked on to the 3-hour one later, so hopefully I can get some footage for you guys. And yeah, it should be quite a nice day.